The future of Florida's ballot initiatives is being decided in a courtroom today. Advocates for the citizen-led amendment process are arguing in federal court against a state law that makes it more difficult to get amendments in front of voters. Fox 13's Evan Axelbank is in the newsroom to give us the latest on today's arguments. Evan.
Well, Linda, those suing the state of Florida say the new rules don't just make it harder to get amendments on the ballot. They say it makes it impossible. And they point to the fact that out of the 24 amendments being pushed this year, not a one made it to the voters.
With eye-catching ads for recreational marijuana, Florida's ballot amendments are often center stage.
But we do agree on this. Amendment 3 is good for Florida.
But that ad was for 2024. This time in 2026, Smart and Safe Florida is among 22 groups that failed to get enough signatures for their amendment to get on Florida's ballot. They got 783,000 of the 880,000 needed.
Whether it's, classroom size, water quality, access to health care, these things are all popular issues that voters want to have the opportunity to vote on.
Leaders of Florida Decides Healthcare partially blames the state's new law, HB 1205, that tightens requirements for how to gather signatures. It requires anyone collecting more than 25 to be registered by the state, and it insists that all gatherers be Florida residents. The group is arguing to a judge that the requirements are excessive and legally threatening to those who participate, especially because it requires signers to submit partial Social Security or driver's license numbers.
These restrictions just limit our ability to how we can communicate with voters and educate them on the process and get the petitions.
But state leaders say the changes are critical to protecting the process. The governor has long insisted that Smart and Safe Florida committed fraud during its 2024 effort, with the Attorney General saying potentially hundreds of thousands of signatures were false.
On Florida, we've come a long way from the hanging Chad era of 2000. We have an election integrity unit. We protect our ballot. We protect the Constitution.
But a key piece of evidence that the requirements are onerous, says Smart and Safe Florida, is not that their group didn't satisfy the requirements. It's that none of the groups did. That 0 for 22 is itself a key warning sign.
There is a lot riding on the results of this case in terms of the future of Floridians' rights to participate in democracy and have their voices heard.
Last time around, Smart and Safe Florida got the majority of the support for the recreational marijuana amendment at 55%, but did not get the required 60% for it to become a part of Florida's Constitution. The arguments today lasted all day in court. The trial is expected to last up to 2 weeks. We're in the newsroom this evening. Evan Axelbank, Fox 13 News.